before. You know Babylon will fall, but the meek shall inherit. This is true. Then we got to live on this world together. We were born one sisters and brothers, so in everything that you do. Got to give more love, show love, your love. My young ones, we needed more love, show love. All we got, all we got, all we got.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to the Art of Love radio show. I'm your host, Ashley Davene, and we've got an exciting show for you today. I've been a little bit under the weather, so just bear with me vocally. I'm going to do the best I can, though. I'm excited about our show. We're talking all about the shift, and we've got special guest co-host Marcus Armijo with us. Marcus, are you with us?
I am. How's it going?
Love it. Thank you. Welcome. So Marcus Armijo.
Thank you for having me.
Yay. I'm excited. So Marcus is a Kundalini yoga teacher. He's a Tantra teacher, a shamanic practitioner and healer. He's globally going around and activating the world. Right now, he's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, joining us live today. Welcome, Marcus.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get started. Before we do, I want to just tell you guys that you can tweet questions during the show to myself or Marcus. Just log on to your Twitter account and shout us out to twitter.com/Ashley Davene or twitter.com/Marcus Armijo. If we don't get to your questions during the show, we will for sure get to them. Now, Art of Love radio show, as we know, we always start out by taking a second here with each other and just tapping into our hearts, really opening ourselves up to receive this beautiful conversation and to receive all the information and allow it to touch us in a way that is best for ourselves, for our soul. So each person is going to have a unique experience. So to do that, let's take a second here and close our eyes if we can. If we're driving, we're not going to. I don't want to be the cause of any accidents. So close your eyes if you can, and just let's all take a deep breath together. Deep breath in through the nose, pulling and letting go of anything that's tense or anything holding you back. Releasing, 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 and then exhale through the mouth. Really let everything go and picture a warm golden light kind of building around you as we take one more breath together. Breathing in, holding, letting go of anything tense, anything holding you back. And then release that breath. Yay, and welcome. So we're going to get started, and we're talking about the shift. Marcus, are you excited about the show today?
Oh, I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to it since you asked me to come on. I know this information is just really important now to get out to the masses of people that are experiencing all these different shifts within their, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, and don't have the background, I guess, or even the information to fill in the blanks as to what's going on. So I'm super excited to share and see what happens, what magic we can make.
Perfect. And what Marcus said, and it's true, and that's why, we really felt to come together on this show because so many different things are happening now. And I want to start us off by taking us back to 12/21/12, a date that some are probably tired of hearing about, but nothing catastrophic happened. However, I'll say that for myself, I really felt a shift energetically, and I could really feel the shift from the old age of the Pisces into the new age of Aquarius. Since that day, since that night, since that moment, things have been speeding up for everyone. So Marcus, can you tell us just a little bit about maybe what you were doing on that day, or what was your experience with that shift into the new era?
Yes, of course, I'd love to. So, the end of the Mayan calendar, right? Everyone's kind of freaking out. All these people don't know what's going to happen, and the ending is always the beginning. And in this case, that's exactly as that's the perspective I'm taking on it. And just different people that I've talked to. On the 21st, I was up in Santa Fe, New Mexico, in a ceremony, holding space there with some brothers and sisters. And we meditated and just really anchored in and allowed these new energies that are coming in to the earth. What does that mean, right? What does that mean, the new energies coming to the earth?
Right.
And just what I just like to say is truth is truth is truth is truth, and whatever your truth is, that's all that matters, and that's what's relative to you. So anything I say, Ashley says today, you know, take it for what you will, and if it resonates with your soul, great. If it doesn't, awesome.
Right.
Through my experience, on the 21st, we held a ceremony, like I said, in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and we went into such a deep meditation, and just really feel, I mean, on a physical level, you could just feel these energies moving into the body and clearing out.
Right.
The night was very still. It was very calm. The weather, I mean, the sky was beautiful as far as what was going on. And what I experienced was just this cleansing, just this, you can envision someone bringing a hose, like to clean out the gutters, and just putting it in the top of my crown chakra, and I just felt like I was being flushed of everything that wasn't serving my highest purpose, anything that I was holding on to, anything that just wasn't benefiting me in my life. And that day, you know, that day we could feel it sink in the connection that I had with the earth and with myself and with everybody around me, and just really connecting, I think, on a global scale, a universal scale even, of everyone sitting and holding that space and that and an intention at that same time really helped to sync, I think, all the light workers, all the healers, everyone that was participating that day to the same vibrational frequency of the earth. And, I mean, it was powerful. It was very powerful.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. It sounds powerful. It sounds like a place I would like to be. And, you know, I had a similar experience in the sense that I felt a great sort of sense of relief. And I felt a great, and, you know, before midnight, before, you know, we knew we were going to make it through the next day, you know, whatever. I already knew that. I already said, thank you. And I remember I tweeted it and I put it on my Facebook. I said, thank you to the light workers, because what I sensed was that all the work we had done to this point, readying the ship, if you will. Now, the way I want to, you know, say to envision like an old dilapidated ship, you know, it's washed up on the shore. And now, you know, you have to go take it on a voyage. So you have to ready this ship for the voyage. It might leak. There might, you know, the mast might fall off. There could be so many things. And as we transition to that new time space, it was so clear to me that all of the work that we had done collectively, and now when I say light workers, I want to make it clear that we're all light workers, whether actively or not. We're all holding that. Yeah, we're all holding that vibration, and we're all holding that light. So the work that we do every day to extend kindness, to open a door for a stranger, to give love, all of those simple gestures is what adds up, and that all was what took this ship and really made it able to pass into this new time, space, and energy. And we'll talk more about how those energies are speeding up now, and that's what I want to put the floor back to Marcus, so we can tell us a little bit about the energies that are kind of coming down to Earth and what's kind of going on a little bit there.
Yeah, awesome. And like I said, you know, your truth is your truth. And if you're listening to this show now, if you're tuning in, I mean, you've been called to some capacity to be here, and you're ready, you know, to experience this love in the fifth dimension, really, where we're moving into. We're moving out of that fear, ego, lack, not abundant, unhappy perspective, you know, consciousness, really, and moving into the love, happiness, abundant, you know, healthy, supported perspective. And it's really about that transition, and which lens do you want to look at life through? The ego lens, or do you want to look at life through the love lens? And I can tell you that through my experience, really letting go of that ego, poverty, not good enough consciousness has really been, I mean, it's life-changing, really, just to feel the experience of love and to be supported and to know that there's people like us all over the world that are extending and embodying that love vibration, which is really the only thing that exists. But as far as the energy coming down to the planet, From what I understand and what I've been told from, to soul, and what I've experienced, these new vibrations are really, they've been coming our whole existence. And now at this time, and there's people, monks and all these ancient healers that have been holding this vibration and this space of love and light open. There's people around the world that are chanting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, from the beginning of time, really, that have been holding these vibrations on, so that the people, the masses can come in, and that's where we come in, these light workers, and spreading that and helping to embody that. And these energies that are coming now down into the earth, they're being pulsed down by the galactic, the galactic realms, by the angelic realms, by these other beings of love and light that are here on the planet, that have always been here, but are now here helping to facilitate the mass awakening of the planet, and moving out of that fear, ego consciousness, and into pure love and light and truth and compassion. And the energies that are being pulsed down now, so you can envision there is it's called the etheric archon grid, and this grid surrounds the planet about 8 to 17 miles above and below the planet. And this is like the darker, it's more dark, more heavy energy that's surrounding the planet. So these energies that are being pulsed down by the galactic, light workers of the universe, these, like, whatever you want to call it, angels, whatever modality speaks to you, as these lights are being pulsed down, there's only certain individuals, and everyone has the capability, but if you have not cleared the physical instrument, whether that be with yoga, with martial arts, dance, music, art, music, however, clearing the physical instrument, you're not able to receive, you're only receiving portions of that vibrational love energy that's being pulsed down, because the physical instrument cannot hold that bandwidth of light. So the light workers that are that have been doing the work and have cleared the physical instrument and have cleared their bodies are receiving those energies, and they're holding, and those are the energies that are being pulsed down, that have made it through the etheric archon grid of that dark, sludgy, mess around the planet that has been created from this ego consciousness. And they're being pulsed down. So all these light workers, lately, I know after the shift it was like amazing, and then the last few, the next couple of weeks were kind of like, everyone was in funk. You know what I mean? They're like, they're like, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I'm feeling, just different out of my body. I'm not feeling, just really starting to clear, because those, like I said, those energies were coming down into the earth, cleansing the physical instruments of the people who had done the work in their physical body to hold that vibration. And as they hold that vibration and anchor that energy into the earth, then it starts to clear and magnify and amplify and being spread. So that's pretty much what's going on from what I've experienced with these new energies.
That's beautiful, and it's very well said. And, that brings me to really two beautiful points that I want to get across. Thank you for setting the ground platform there, because that's the most important message that, I really want to echo today through the Art of Love Radio, is that this is about love. This shift is not about fear. And that's why Marcus and I thought, it's so important to come together and have this broadcast today, because everybody is experiencing it. Some people aren't aware of what it is. And even the ones that are, it's just nice to hear that somebody's, going through it with you. But the thing is that we are the dreamers. We are the creators of our reality, of our vibrational story and frequency. And that's the thing to get excited about, because all of these different, energies or agendas, if you will, all these different feelings that we're having that are like attacking us, or, anything that's negative, it doesn't have to exist, because you as a creator, you as a dreamer, you as love, because that is the start and end point of all of us, so that we are a vibrational alignment of love. We can rewrite that story to our highest good of love, and that's the shift that's the transition that we're feeling, is that we're waking up to the fact that we have all of the power within our heart, the start end point of love, and those old stories don't need to serve us anymore. Now, there's a quote that I wrote down, and it's by Louisa May Alcott, the author of Little Women, and she says, "I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning to sail my ship." And I thought, what a beautiful quote for the era that we just finished. Because that's what we were all doing. We were learning through this lack mentality, through the shift. We were learning to come into alignment with love. But the good news is that, like Marcus said, those stories are done. They're gone. And so, like me, and I'll share a little, personal, aspect to myself that, between manifesting a cold, which is all the old, non-serving things within my body just wanting to come up and release and leave me. That's what, any sickness is. Dr. Dream, one of my great spiritual, teachers, says, any sickness is only signaling us something to give more love to, and then we can let it go. So all of these energies, and like for me, getting sick, and, all of this experiencing, I can't even tell you to the degree and the capacity. And anybody who's around me knows that I put it all out there, good, bad, and indifferent. Because I don't believe in teaching just through, the good. I want everybody to enjoy with me my sorrows and my joys and my triumphs and my challenges. And I've been challenged because it is challenging me to stand in my fullness of love. What stories don't serve you anymore? What places are you writing yourself still of not being worthy? Still of not being in, complete wholeness as love. And that's why I feel, and I'll let Marcus now tell us his feelings on this, that's why I feel that we're experiencing this at such an intense pace now, because we cannot take any of these things with us into the new energies. What's your thoughts on that, Marcus?
Yeah, I totally agree, and still even, I think it's settled down a little bit, but I know, right after the shift, and these energies, they were really being pulled down, and the people who could facilitate the anchoring, who had cleared their energy bodies of that, were really going through some emotions, really. They were really experiencing maybe the sadness, the loneliness, the not feeling good enough, the not, those experiences, and those emotions were the love coming into the body and flushing that out. And it manifests in these different ways, in sickness, and like I said, loneliness, not feeling good enough, these egoic thoughts that the mind starts to raise. Because as you start to, it's like light. What happens if you put a light into a dark room, right? Everything's going to be attracted to it. So it's important that we have that community, like you were saying, and the communication. And I honor and I acknowledge you for being so transparent with your emotions and what you're experiencing, because that's part of moving into this new dimension and with the shift is really being able to communicate and being transparent. Because if you're transparent and you're showing everything, here it is, I'm laying it on the line, there's no room for assumption, there's no room for miscommunication. Because we understand each other, and we're not judging each other on that, because we know we're all love, we know we're all perfect, and we know that we're here experiencing this life to better ourselves, to grow with and experience these emotions without attachment. And that's really what it comes down to.
That's beautiful. And and this will bring you into a really cool topic. And just to give a more background, Marcus really helped me shift my body, transform my body. That was one of the big things on my path. And what it is that we hold emotional trauma in our body in different places and different things like that. So where Marcus was talking about, if you shine a light, all of a sudden you're going to see all the darkness coming around. Or if you are not in that vibrational alignment, then you're going to have things to get rid of so that you can be in vibrational alignment. And so it feels like, and let me know your thoughts, it feels like we're being sort of triggered in our bodies, in our temples, from this, like you were talking about, these new lights being poured down. It feels like those lights are really triggering these old things, these old upsets, these old stories, so that we can all examine them and toss them the heck out. I totally agree. And, and with that and really clearing that, it's important taking care of the physical body. Marianne Williamson
amazing spiritual teacher of the Course of Miracles. I was just reading about how she came out with a new book, and I was reading an interview that she did, and in the interview she was talking about how our physical body, I mean, you'll see, you know, certain people, they'll have tires around their stomach, or they'll be carrying weight, you know, excess weight in certain parts of their body. Well, this excess weight is unprocessed emotional trauma, past, you know, fear, anger, sadness, anxiety, that they're literally carrying around that's manifesting physically on their body. And as they start to do these different practices, whatever they be, and really start to get into the body and start to process these emotions, they start to clear. And immediately, I've seen a woman, you know, doing some energy work with just a woman and really going deep into her, you know, the past and helping to clear these things she's been holding on to, losing 10 pounds in 2 days. I mean, it's miraculous how these physical, egoic, unprocessed, not serving thoughts can be stored within the physical body. And for me, I find the way of clearing that and what I teach in such an amazing path, and there's so many of them, is yoga, is really, you know, getting into the body and opening it on a physical level to release these thoughts, going through it one by one. You know what I mean? You can envision your whole life. You're going through your life and you're collecting all of this just garbage, right? Ego, things you've experienced your whole life, and you get it and you throw it into this water tank. And you're just collecting it your whole life. And now as you start to, now you're like, okay, I'm ready to clear, I'm ready to move into love, I'm ready to be the best I can be, step into my power, speak my truth. Right. You have to go and clear out that water tank. And as you start to do that with whatever practice you choose, you're pulling these things out of the water, and you don't even know what they look like anymore. And they start to manifest as fear and anxiety and sadness and loneliness, all these, you know, past traumas. And as you pull them out, it's important to remember that that is not you. You are simply cleansing, and you're experiencing the release of that emotion. And as you experience it to its fullest without attachment, then you clear it out of the physical, mental, and spiritual body, freeing yourself, right? And opening yourself up to more. And as you clear that up, you're literally opening your body up to receive more love so that you can hold and anchor more love and light into the body.
That's beautiful. Very well said. And, you know, it's so true. And it seems like that's just, you know, really the thing for us to come back to and to really remember is that this is all about just us honoring the fact that we are literally love. Everything is love. So anything that is not love, like Course in Miracles says, you know, if you're going away from love, you're going towards fear. But the only thing that actually exists is love. So if you're in fear, you're in the illusion. And that's the whole key, again, to say is that we're the dreamers. We're waking up out of that illusion consciousness where we don't have everything that we need and we're not fully loved. And you know what? It feels so real when it's happening. I can tell you, it feels very, very real because that's the illusion, that's the story, that's the Maya that we've, you know, been in for so long. But it's not real. The only thing that's real is love. And the good news is as soon as you choose to dial into that, then you can go and recreate that reality as love, and you're creating more love throughout your body. And like Marcus said, and this is why it's so important that we're talking about this today, is with this shift and with the new energies, it is important to have a practice to integrate it into your body as well, because guess what? These are like our cars here. So no matter how purified your soul or your emotional, your mind, etc. is, if your car is filthy, how clean can you possibly be? If you're so clean that every morning you step into your car and you've got, you know, 10 piles of garbage sitting on your driver's seat, you're getting dirty every single day. So we really have to remember that physically, on a physical level, we have to integrate these energies as well. But the whole idea and the whole real aspect of this shift is just that we are coming back to love. And now we're winding down, Marcus. We've got about 5 minutes left. Is there any other, you know, special tips or, you know, maybe like a story that you want to share with us about this shift, or what else would you like to share?
Well, one thing, you know, what can we do? Let's start here. With the new energies that are coming in, just something to think about. Some people are experiencing, you know, they're tired, they're sick, they're, you know, going into those thoughts. And it's important to really reach out to the community and to unite with each other and to support each other and to be of service for each other, because that's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. You know, when me and Ashley, we're really good friends, and I'll call her and I'm like, Ashley, I'm tripping out. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like in a cycle of this tornado. She's like, no, you're loved. It's okay. Experience it. I'm here for you. What can I do? You know, and I have other brothers and sisters all around the world, literally, that are experiencing the same thing, and knowing that we're not alone, and that we have the support, and that we are here for each other, and that we're all holding this light, and we're doing our work. And sometimes it may seem it's like, why are we doing this? What is this? Where am I? Who am I? And remembering that the answer is always love. And that's what we're here to do, and to embody, and to be, and to anchor into the earth. And remembering prayer, and just being grateful and gratitude for everything. And meeting with community, because every time we meet with community, we're literally activating the earth with love, raising the vibrational frequency of the land, and helping the Mother Earth to you know, raise her vibrational frequency to love. And what do we do when we're in that space of ego and fear, right? Well, we have our practice, whatever that is. Whatever makes you happy, do more of that. If you're uncomfortable, why are you there? If you're cold, put a jacket on. If you're hungry, eat. It comes to as small as those things, really stepping and honoring into our truth. And the one tool that I know that really helps me, or there's a couple things that really help me bring me back to love every time, is prayer. And my intention, repeating that, my mantra, repeating it to myself, affirming, I am love, and spirit, creator, God, whoever you talk to, take whatever's not serving my, you know, what's not serving me in my highest purpose, take it from me, and fill me with the love and the light that I know that I am, and connect it to the breath, right? And the breath, Ashley, and you know how I am about the breath.
I do, and you know what, very well said. We're winding down, but I love that, what Marcus said, and you know, that's what the Art of Love radio show, that's what all of the Art of Love work is really geared upon, and it's really about just, you know, a place to come and practice aligning ourselves with that vibrational frequency of love. It's an art class. There's no wrong answer. There's no right answer, like Marcus said. It's whatever feels good to you, whether it's dancing, whether it's, you know, doing yoga, whether it's, you know, for Marcus, it's breath, and breath is powerful. Our deepest relationship we ever are going to have is with our breath. And so that's you know, like you said, it's really important to tap in and tune in there, and to just know that you are not alone. And this is definitely a place that you can come. Marcus, thank you so much for joining us here today. You've been incredible and very wise. If you want to find Marcus, and I suggest, you know, linking up with him and seeing how you guys could serve each other, scheduling a session, etc., just find him at twitter.com/Marcus Armijo. Facebook.com/Marcus Armijo 16, and he will be happy to answer any of your questions. You could also find me at Facebook.com/Ashley Davene or Twitter.com/Ashley_Davene, and I will also be happy to answer any questions, take any segment, you know, information, etc. As always today, just take this beautiful energy that we've shared with you, and keep what feels good, but toss out the rest, and really only keep what sits with you. Be sure to connect, tap into your heart. The intro song was More Love by Clayton Joseph Scott, and you can find that song at www.claytonjosephscott.com. And Marcus, if you just want to take a second here and say goodbye, thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. And just remember, you know, whenever you're feeling in those spaces, to connect with your breath, to connect with spirit, connect to your heart. And I just want to thank you, Ashley, for all the amazing work that you do, and the transparency that you show, and it's just really being of service. And even with this show, I mean, everything we do amplifies, and you send that out into the world. So as long as we're embodying that love, it just keeps spreading as far as the universe goes. Yeah.
All right, love. Well, have a great day. Thank you so much, Marcus, and tell everyone.
Yes, thank you.
More love.
Peace and love. Ciao, everybody.